Is AudioBee really a great way to earn some easy money online by transcribing and doing other small tasks, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I've joined to test this platform, and in this AudioBee review and tutorial I will give you an inside look and reveal all the details about what you can expect and show both the pros and the cons. And let me just reveal right away, it definitely has both, and you need to consider both the pros and the cons before you decide if this is the right option for you or not. So before I log in and show you around, let's start by going over who can even join and what type of tasks you can do here. But just let's start by the jobs so you have a small idea. You can do transcription, segmentations, voice recording, and translations. I will go more into the details about these jobs and how to qualify for them and how much you potentially can earn for each later. Let's start by going over who can join so you can find out if it's relevant for you, because you just need to click here, become a freelancer. And then on the sign up form here, you can see you can choose your native language. And as you can see, you can choose more or less any language here. So that also means you can potentially join no matter the country you live in. However, of course, there are some languages where there will not be a lot of tasks. Mainly if your language is English, you will find the most tasks here, but you can also find tasks in other languages. But of course, there are some languages where you should not expect a lot of tasks here. But when you sign up, you have to choose your native language. But once you're inside, you can add other languages. If you are very good at languages that is not your native language, then you can potentially still get jobs where you need to be good at those languages. So you just need to fill this out here, and then you can log in and get access to the platform. So I'll just log in and then show you how it works. So I have just created a new account to show you how it looks from scratch, because once you're inside, you can see your local language here. But if you go to the profile section in the top right corner, you can choose my languages, and this is where you can add other languages, so you potentially can get tasks in other languages as well. But you can see there are different levels here, and you need to take these quizzes here to be able to actually qualify for the paid tasks here. So this is something you need to start by doing, and this will require you to dedicate some time to take these. You will not get paid for taking these tasks, so you need to be willing to invest this unpaid time here. And there's of course no guarantee how many jobs you will get after that, but you will not get any unless you pass these different quizzes. So you just need to click here to get started, and you can see here what you need to do. If you score above 80%, you will be approved and you will move on to the next step. But if you get between 50 and 80%, you can redo it. But you can see here also, then you need to score between 70 and 80% to actually get another attempt here. If you do not do that, you do not get another attempt. And if you do not score above 50% here, you will immediately fail and you will be disqualified from accepting transcription projects for this language. So you will not get a second chance. So you need to make sure to actually be good at the language you try to do these quizzes in. And what I would recommend you do here is that you here view these guidelines first, because they very clearly here describe exactly what you need to be aware of when you do these quizzes here. They explain how you need to use the different transcription signs and things like that. So make sure you go through that, and then you will have a good chance of passing, and just start it and go through it. But read that first, because if not, there will be a great risk of you failing, and then you will not be able to earn by doing any task in that language. But that is basically what you need to get started doing. Once you have then completed the different quizzes here and qualified, then you will be able to get access to the different tasks or different jobs. So let's go over a little bit more about the different type of tasks they have here and how much you potentially can earn. So the main things you can earn by doing here is by doing transcription. So if we just click here, you can see that they say that you can earn between $24 and $120 per audio hour transcribed. And this is a fairly decent rate for a transcription platform, but just be aware, and this is very important because this is where some people get confused. It says up to $120 per hour. It's first of all up to, which means that you will not necessarily get that. That's the absolute maximum you can get, and you should not expect to get there fast and not for all projects. Secondly, it's per audio hour. It's not per hour that you have worked. So it is once you have transcribed audio that have lasted an hour, then you can potentially earn this. But that might also take you several hours to actually transcribe, depending on the quality of those recordings. So it doesn't necessarily end up being that great an hourly rate, especially not if you end up maybe getting $30 per audio hour, but it will take you many hours to actually complete. So that's just something to be aware of in general when we talk about transcription jobs. Audio B pays decently compared to other transcription platforms as well, but it's definitely not one of the highest paying ones, but it does also offer other jobs. So let's go over a bit more about those, and then I will go over some big disadvantages you also need to consider before you actually start earning here. You can see Audio B also offers segmentation and annotation here. This is more aimed for beginners, as you can see here. And here you can earn up to $7.20 per audio hour. Again, this is per audio hour, so it will take you longer to do it than an hour. And also they have these voice recordings here and translations potentially here, and you can see voice recordings here. Then you need to do different small tasks where you need to record your voice, of course. The exact task you get, that is something you will see once you have actually taken these tests. But in general, the majority of the jobs you potentially can find here will be the transcription jobs, and they will require you to spend a lot of time completing these tasks here. But there will once in a while maybe also be these other small tasks you can do to earn extra. So let's also go over how you can then get your earnings out from Audio B. But before I go over that, I would appreciate if you can just take 1 second to like this video here, because it can help it to be seen by more people. So once you go to your profile settings here and go to the payment information, you can see that you need to set your payment information, because they will pay out automatically once per week for the jobs that you have done in the previous week. That is how it is in most countries. And then you can get paid via PayPal or Payoneer. But you can see for Payoneer, you will only get paid if you have earned at least $50. For PayPal, there is no minimum threshold. As long as you have completed a job, then you can get paid. In some countries, you will also be able to get paid via direct bank transfer, but that is not in all countries. And as you can see where I live, I do not have that option. So overall, their payout methods and conditions are quite convenient, and they offer some good payout methods. And I do like that they also offer both PayPal and Payoneer, at least, because that also means that even if you live in a country where PayPal is not available, then you can get paid via Payoneer. So that's definitely great. So far, Audio B sounds maybe like a good option, but it also does have some big disadvantages that you really need to consider. So let's just go over that. So while testing this platform here, I came across a couple of things that really annoyed me, to be honest. First of all, the website is quite slow when you click around and need to fill out your profile and things like that. That's just inconvenient. That's what it is. But the biggest disadvantage I found was that I had some questions, and the FAQ section is not impressive, to be honest. But I then reached out to the support and asked them some questions, and I actually never heard back. And as of recording this video here, it has been more than a month and I have not heard back from them. And this is a really big issue in my opinion, because that also means that if you do jobs here, if you end up investing a lot of time and then you suddenly have some issues, or there's something you do not understand, or you have a job that is not approved or something like that, it does not seem like you can actually expect to get a response. I can of course not say that they never respond. I can just say that from my personal experience, they did not reply, and they have not yet replied, and it's been more than a month. This is a huge disadvantage. So yes, you can potentially earn from Audio B if you are good at transcribing. It doesn't pay huge amount compared to other platforms, but if you run into problems, then you cannot necessarily expect to get any help or any reply. And that's a big issue. That's something you really need to consider, because personally, I really prefer using platforms where I know that I can get help in case I need it at some point. So that's just something I wanted to share from my personal experience. So you need to consider that as well before you decide to join this platform. So overall, Audio B can be a way to earn some extra money. It will not be easy money. First of all, you have to invest quite a lot of time to pass the tasks, to get access to the tasks. And then also you have to be very precise. But if you're good at transcribing and if you like it, then it can be a way to earn a bit extra. And it does have good payout methods. You just need to consider that, in my experience, if you run into any issues, you cannot necessarily expect to get any reply from their support. And that's definitely a big disadvantage you need to know. But if you want to know even more about Audio B, I have also more information on my website. I will leave a link below here so you can go there and check that out. And also, if you're interested in other free earning methods online where you can easily get started and where you can get started right away without having to pass tests first, then I will also leave links below here to more information about that so you can go there and check that out. And finally, if you have any experiences with Audio B yourself, I would love to hear from you in a comment below here. How much have you managed to get paid there? What kind of tasks have you done? Things like that. I would love to hear that. So just feel free to leave a comment below if you're already a member. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you. And if it did, then make sure to hit the like button. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time there's a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to earn some extra cash on the side online.